Hey everybody, Patton here, welcome back to the channel. So I finally decided on what case I'm going to get for my ODroid XU4Q. I'm not a big fan of, handling these things without having a case. I started out with my Raspberry Pi B3, got a generic plastic case for this one. I didn't want anything fancy. This is really nice. But for the ODroid, I wanted to go all out. So I happened upon probably the coolest case I've ever seen for anything like that, and it's right here in this box. This came from Odroid. This is the Odroid OGST Gaming Kit. Let me show you a quick preview of what we're going to be putting together in a minute. So does this remind you of anything? Possibly a Nintendo console of the 64-bit variety. Yeah, this case looks almost exactly like a Nintendo 64. And not only that, if you look closely, it's got a big opening right here in the front. We're going to be putting an LCD screen in there. And hopefully I can get it to work correctly so I can really show this thing off to you, because this case, not only is it cool aesthetically, and it comes with 4 control ports like in the N64, this screen right here, that was the selling point for me. So let's put this thing together. We're going to fire up the Odroid and have a look. I love this do-it-yourself stuff. Can't wait. Alright, so we have our Odroid plus our micro SD card. This does not come with the case, you have to buy it separate. We will not have access to both of these USB ports, I believe, because this will be sticking out of the back, which means no access to these. But that's fine, you still have this USB port, and like I mentioned before, this is going to add 4 more. So you may be losing the 2 USB 3 ports, but it's being replaced by 4 USB 2.0 ports. So we have the top case for the OGST and the bottom case. This first cord right here is optional. You have the USB 3 port as well as this other side. This is if you want to use a 2.5 hard disk drive, which will fit inside of here. You can use this cord to attach it to the Odroid. This does come with the case. I won't be doing that today. You have this little rubber square that, if I can get it in the right light, shows 4 circles. I believe these will be the feet that goes to the bottom half of the case. These 2 circle things here will cover the front of the case right here. It'll make it look aesthetically better, and I think it'll keep the case more secured. We have 4 little baby screws right here. I'm not going to touch those because I don't want to lose them. Another cord. This is just a USB extender cord. You have the USB 2.0 and the micro USB on the other side. A 30-pin ribbon cable, which we are going to use to attach the screen to the Odroid. And then once again, we have the screen itself. This, like I said, is what sold me. I hope I can get this working correctly. I really want to show off this screen to you guys. Also, you can see here at the bottom, the power button will be replaced with this one once we get everything hooked up. Came with these instructions giving you the part layout that I just went over. On the reverse side, we have our instructions. This is what I'm going to be following to get all of this set up. So let's do it. All right, so the first step is to connect this 30-pin ribbon cable to the Odroid. Then we're going to connect that to the screen. Okay, that fits in very nice. The ribbon cable will have notches on the bottom, so you won't be able to attach these the wrong way. There we go, all connected. Step 1 done. Tells us to remove the protective screen from the case. The next step is to take the top half of the case and put it upside down. We're going to slide the screen into those grooves right here and right here. Fits in very nice. Then we're going to mount the Odroid itself to these 4 contacts right here using those screws that came with the case. I'll be using this screwdriver to get this done. Okay, and the board seems secure. I think we can move on. Using one of these USB 3.0 ports, we're going to connect the screen to the Odroid using the cable. And then the other side plugs in right here. Okay, nice and secure. Now we're going to attach the bottom case to the top case. And then we're going to add the little rubber footies. There we go, the assembly is complete. This is what the finished product looks like. We have the power button right here, the screen right in the middle, You can see our heatsink through those holes in the top, and the back of the case looks just like this. All the ports are available, our Ethernet, our USB 2.0, power, micro SD card slot, HDMI out. So I'm going to turn this on and do all the steps to get the software set up to get this case working. Alright, so I've loaded up GameStation Turbo. I've kind of adjusted some settings. I added my games already. We just want to get into seeing how this little screen works. So we need to go to the Setup Odroid GameStation Turbo option. We're going to put in our password, which is Odroid, and we're greeted with this menu. We want to go all the way down to Activate Console Kit Support, and we're going to hit Enter. It's going to say it's making sure that the logo pack for Odroid GameStation is installed. Hit Enter one more time. And just like that, we're pretty much all done here. We're going to exit this menu. I was trying to find the best way to do this, and this may not be the best angle, but as soon as I exited that menu, this is what popped up. We have something on the screen, some shapes and a little swirl in the middle. I'm going to open up Emulation Station. Go to Applications, Games, Emulation Station. And now we'll just start up some games and see if anything comes up on that screen. So there you go, the Odroid OGST case, greatest case ever made. This is amazing. I really love this case. I want to say this ran me about $25 on the Ameridroid website, and I love do-it-yourself stuff. You know, putting this together was a ton of fun, and I'm thinking about getting some other stuff from their site that's kind of a DIY project. So if you're interested in getting an Odroid XU4Q, I highly recommend this case, especially if you're an N64 fan. You know, Nintendo announced there's no N64 Mini. This is probably going to be as close as we get unless, you know, they change their mind later on. And the Odroid plays N64 games awesome. Really, really well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.